Biden's reckless immigration policies are blowing a wide open hole in our southern border and promoting lawlessness. For more on this, I want to welcome in someone who has had firsthand knowledge of what's happening on our southern border. He's the sheriff of Pinal County, Arizona. Sheriff Mark Lamb is with us. He organized a new organization this week called Protect America Now to address lawlessness in our communities. Sheriff, it's always great to have you on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant. Glad to be here.
So let me ask you first off, I know there's a rush to the border. What effect is that having on your community just north of the border there in Arizona?
I mean, we're getting clobbered right now. We're getting in pursuits pretty much every day and sometimes twice a day with people who are trying to come into this country legally. They do what's called a bail out at some point. They stop the car, they all bail out, they run into the desert. And then my deputies and my staff, we got to try to catch these guys. And if we do catch them, we have to hope that Border Patrol has staffing in the area to be able to take them. And the new DHS policies, Biden's orders, are killing us because we have nothing to do with these folks sometimes. We caught 35 the other day. We called Border Patrol. They didn't have any space there, neither with ICE. And unfortunately, we had to just release them in our communities. No COVID tests, no nothing. Just having to put them right into our communities. And honestly, I'm not going to stand for that. Neither are a lot of the sheriffs across this country.
Sheriff, my future sister-in-law is getting married in the Caribbean. And when I come back, I got to have a COVID test just to get back to my home state of Texas. These people are coming up, many well-intentioned, many aren't, though. Is it even worth you chasing them down? You capture them. Under Joe Biden now, he's going to make you release them. Is that correct?
Yeah, but we're not going to raise the white flag just because of that. And you're right. There are business owners. There are kids that can't go to school right now because of COVID. And in the same breath, the same people who want to keep everything shut down here in America are willing to open our borders and let people come into this country with a no COVID test, no background on their physical health or whatever diseases they may bring in. It is putting our American people in our communities in jeopardy. It's not just an Arizona problem. This spreads across the country. That's why I've rallied sheriffs together under Protect America Now. And you can check that out at protectamericanow.com. We, the sheriffs, are going to continue to stand for the rule of law. We're going to fight against lawlessness, like these ridiculous orders to open our borders to where people can come in here unfettered. And we're going to fight for the Constitution, which we've all seen this erosion of our constitutional rights over the last, especially over the last few months.
Sheriff, like Arizona, Texas suffers from a lot of the same issues. It's a border state. It's got the biggest border on the Mexico border in the country. My friends up north, I grew up north, they don't understand the issues that some of these southern states face. What's your message to those in the north that just says, oh, boy, you evil, uncompassionate, individuals down there in Texas and Arizona?
My message is don't listen to the media. They're lying to you. So are your elected officials in Washington. They don't even take the time to come down and get to know the issues we're dealing with on the border, yet they're going into the Capitol and they're voting on bills and laws and making decisions that affect all of us. These people don't stay here in Arizona. I've talked to sheriffs in North Carolina that have more illegal aliens incarcerated in their jails than we do here in Arizona in my county. That's a problem for all of us. And mind you, this isn't about immigration anymore. This is about human trafficking and drug trafficking into this country. We made a lot of progress under President Trump. He did a lot of great things, and we're throwing it in the toilet over the last month with these reckless orders that President Biden's putting out.
All right, I'm going to offer you up for this. I've gotten to know you a little bit, and I know you're going to accept this, all right? You could say no, of course, but if you're a Democrat lawmaker or a Republican lawmaker, but I know they'll do it. If you're a Democrat lawmaker from Massachusetts or New York or Oregon, I'm going to say go down and see my sheriff, Mark Lamb, down in Arizona. You'll give him a little tour of what's going on, right?
I'm a great host. I will take anybody. I especially want people who are maybe Democrats or who don't quite understand what we're dealing with here. I challenge you to come out here, get to know, get to see it firsthand. And this isn't a political issue, folks. This is an American issue. Politics shouldn't matter because the cartel, these people are violating people's rights on a daily basis.
Sheriff, I appreciate you coming on the program. Keep the faith, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it.
All right.